Hey there, it's Jenna from the Intern Hustle, and I often hear from students who are wondering why they aren't getting hired for internships that they're applying for. Have you ever felt discouraged by this? Well, while I don't have a crystal ball into each and every student's specific situation, I do have a handful of likely reasons why you're not getting hired. Hit that like button if you want to learn what you can do differently to increase your chances of getting hired, and don't forget to subscribe for new videos every single week on this channel. Hey there, I'm Jenna Ryan from the InternHustle.com, and this is Initiative Muscle Monday, helping you to start each week with an intentional step toward a successful future. Let's do this. There could be one reason why you're not getting hired for an internship, or there could be multiple reasons why you're not getting hired. So pay attention to all of these as I run through the list. You may have more to work on than you think you do, but hey, you're here watching this video, so you obviously care about improving and you're off to a good start. First up, you're not taking internships seriously. Simple as that. Sure, maybe your resume and your application materials are polished, but that's not what I mean by taking this seriously. I mean that you're only applying to internships because someone told you that you should get some experience, but you're not really bought into the value that internships provide yet yourself. Well, guess what? Companies can sense your lack of enthusiasm from a mile away, and they likely have too many applicants to waste their time on someone who isn't interested and doesn't see the value in the experience. If this is you, if you think that one of the reasons why you're not getting hired is because you're not taking internships seriously, then watch this video to learn more about the true purpose of an internship. Spoiler alert, it's about more than just experience on your resume. Next up, your ego. Yep, I said it. This one can be harder to spot on yourself, but it's more common than you think. It's possible that you're expecting to land internships that you're not ready for yet. And at the same time, you're not applying to a lot of internship opportunities that could be a really good fit for you. Opportunities that could be that stepping stone that you need to get to the internship that you ultimately want. Look, not everyone lands an internship with Google on their first try, or whatever other big name, sexy internship you want to plug in here. In fact, it's completely normal not to land the dream internship on your first try. Get out of your own way. This could be the reason why you're not getting hired. Be open to starting from a different place and working your way up to where you think you want to be. You may be surprised along the way and learn even more about yourself than you would have if you would have landed the dream internship first. I speak from experience. My best professional experience to date came from a role that I thought I was too good for when it was first presented to me. Who knows where I'd be today if I hadn't gotten over myself and given that opportunity a chance. So take my advice and watch this video to learn more about how you can find the best fit internship opportunities for you to get started. Maybe those first two examples aren't you. Maybe you're just sloppy. You haven't spent the proper time on your resume, your cover letter, and your internship application materials. In fact, you just spam every company with the same sloppy resume. Or maybe your resume is okay and you actually have tailored it to each company that you apply to, but you're lazy and you're not following the company's directions during the application process. You need to wake up and pay attention. Attention to detail is important on the job, but it's also important during the hiring process. And you never know how a company is going to test this. I once had to submit a 60-second video introducing myself as part of an application process. And randomly, in this video, I had to hold up a pen at one point just to show and signal to the company that I read through all of their directions, because that was in the application. It said to hold up a pen in my video to show them that I read all of the directions. You'd be surprised at how many people fail to do this simple thing, and it can make all the difference in whether you get hired or not. If you know that you need to step your game up and pay closer attention to detail, then focus on this. Otherwise, this will continue to surface as one of the reasons why you're not getting hired. I have an entire video playlist geared toward helping you put together standout resumes and cover letters for each opportunity that you apply for. So watch it next if you know that this is an area that you can improve. The fourth thing I commonly see, you're not prepared for the interview. Just because you landed the interview doesn't mean that you landed the internship. I've interviewed a lot of people in my career, and nothing is worse than wasting 30 minutes or more of your busy workday interviewing someone who is unprepared. And unprepared can mean a lot of different things. It can mean that you haven't done your research on the company or the role. It can mean that you haven't practiced with some mock interviews to make sure that you've worked on your interview confidence and your body language. Or it can mean that you just didn't come with any thoughtful questions to ask the interviewer. If you've walked out of an interview before knowing that you blew it, then work on it. A poor interview is definitely a reason why you're not getting hired for the internship. Look, no one is born with perfect interview skills. It takes practice to build up the confidence that you need to perform well in an interview. Lucky for you, I have a video where I share interview insights and the 5 actions that you need to take to prepare for your interviews and show up with confidence. Add it to your list to watch next. The next reason, you suck at following up. You're missing out on important touch points with people during the application process and the interview process if you're not following up with them. Because guess what? You're not following up, but I can guarantee you that another student is, and that student is going to be a lot more likely to land the internship. Because employers love a healthy amount of persistence. They want to feel wanted too. They want to know that you really care about working with their company and that you're not just using them to check an internship box. One of the ways that you can show them that you care is by following up. On the flip side, one of the ways that you can show them that you really don't care is by not following up. If you tend to send it and forget it with your application materials, or you go dark after an interview, that could be why you're not getting hired. After you submit your application materials, send an email or a LinkedIn message to the recruiter and/or the hiring manager, letting them know that you've applied. Follow up with them if you haven't heard back by when they said you should. And always send a thank you to the people that you interviewed with within 24 hours. These are little actions that can make all the difference. If you need help staying on top of all of your internship opportunities, then download a copy of my internship tracker and check off your follow-up activities every step of the way. Finally, you may be doing everything right. It just might not be the right time. Rejection happens, and not just in the internship process. Rejection is a part of life, but sometimes it boils down to the circumstances not lining up right, and that's okay. I have had my fair share of rejection and I've learned from all of it. And you never know what may be waiting for you on the other side of rejection. One of the internships that I really wanted in college didn't work out. My college schedule did not align with the timing of this company's internship program, and I was bummed. But guess what? It turns out that one of the co-founders of that company was starting up a new company, and he liked what he saw on my resume. So he contacted me 4 months later and asked if I would interview for a full-time role with his new company. That company became my first job out of college, and it was a better fit for me than anything I could have ever dreamed up for myself. So sometimes it's not you. It's a lot of other things that are out of your control. And that's the reason why you're not getting hired at this time. But don't let that discourage you. I like to say that you win some and you learn some. For more on how to rebound after internship rejection, watch this video where I share some of my personal experiences as well as tips that you need to move forward. I just shared 6 reasons why you're not getting hired for the internship. Maybe one applies to you, maybe a few do, but hopefully this video has you thinking about how you can start approaching internships more intentionally going forward. All of the videos, plus the internship tracker resource that I mentioned, are linked in the description below. I encourage you to scroll down there and check them out because there's a lot of valuable information to be had. Thanks for watching. If this video gave you some new insights today, please give it a like and share it with a friend or two. Hit that red subscribe button below so that you don't miss out on future videos. In support of your hustle, I'm Jenna from theinternhustle.com, and I'll see you next Monday.